The question now is that this motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Mayo.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. There is no doubt that the government's mobile phone blackspot program has led to positive outcomes in regional Australia. There are many country communities who are more connected and much safer as a result of the rollout of the 765 towers in rounds 1 and 2. However, from where I stand as the representative of the regional communities of Mayo, the program has only addressed a fraction of the need in rural Australia. The fact that there is no further rounds in the budget beyond round 3 is just ridiculous. If the government believes they have addressed mobile phone coverage across our nation, they are misinformed. On a drive from north to south of the mainland portion of my electorate, from Springton to Cape Jervis, I will drop out of mobile phone coverage at least 10 times, and for many of those periods, they're quite extended, beyond 15 minutes of driving. On Kangaroo Island, outside of the townships, the coverage is sporadic at best. And as my electorate has discovered to its detriment earlier this year, the allocation of taxpayer money for this program has overlooked a significant problem of limited battery storage when the mobile phone towers run out of power. And the power is always cut on extreme bushfire days, and so you have this incredibly dangerous situation in high-risk bushfire areas where there is no mobile telecommunications on our most catastrophic days. In February 2016, the government announced $60 million for round 2 of the mobile phone blackspot funding, and this funding equated to 266 new mobile phone tower stations. South Australia was granted just 20 of these nominated sites, and Mayo received just 2, Stokes Bay and Kangaroo Island and Parawa on the Fleurieu Peninsula. Both are very deserving locations, but we need so many more. At the beginning of round 1 in December 2014, there are 133 mobile blackspot sites identified in Mayo, but by the end of round 2, we had just 3 allocations. Our community needs and deserves full coverage. Our hills, escarpment and dense bushland make driving in our country roads dangerous, and we are sadly known as a region that has had its fair share of bushfires. This program must go beyond round 3. It is unacceptable for the government to leave regional Australia behind. We are a vast country, and it is premature for the government to think that mobile phone coverage in regional Australia will be complete by round 3. And so I will continue to advocate for this program. In my region alone, 44 priority sites out of 130 nominations in Mayo need the chance of coverage. I'll also be seeking answers to the questions I've previously raised in Parliament about the limited battery storage capabilities in mobile phone towers, particularly in high-risk areas. It's unacceptable that towers go out after just 4 hours of battery storage, and that it's inevitable that we will lose power. We need at least 12 hours of storage. Telecommunication is our key. It's our survival key. Fibre to the mode and fixed wireless NBN only works when we have power. And so I said, when it's a catastrophic day, we lose power, and so we lose our lack of ability to communicate with the outside world, and we are effectively leaving people in my community stranded. Last year, over the Christmas period, in the middle of the fire dangerous season, my communities of Mylor, Achunga, Scott Creek, Bridgewater and Aldgate, we lost power for days, not hours. Besides many practical hardships, such as not being able to flush toilets or pump drinking water, these communities lost contact with the rest of the world. And besides sighting smoke, we had no idea if a fire was coming. Most of the mobile phone towers in the area failed within just a few hours, and batteries at phone exchange also went down. And as many of the parts of the area have fibre to the node, households lost their landlines immediately. And so I call on the government with round 3 and any future rounds, and I do hope that this continues, that we have at least 12 hours of battery storage. This will improve the program. And I think that it's only fair that we expect telcos to do this when we're providing them with taxpayer funds. The mobile phone blackspot program, as the member for Capricornia said, it has delivered many good outcomes for regional and remote Australia, but it must continue because regional and rural Australia should not be left behind. Thank you.